Alright, we're back. I really did not expect to stream 3 days in a row, and of those streams, I did not expect multiple of those to be basic, regular-ass Minecraft, but I'm really enjoying playing this world. Um, so, you know, figured I'd play more. Now, I did a little bit while, I did a little bit yesterday, because I was bored. Um, but pretty much all I did was start, moving everything in, organize chests. I did a little bit of exploring, not the direction that I wanted to go in, but I did explore a little bit, got a blast furnace. Um, my main goal is to go and get more blast furnaces. I've also apparently been trapping all of the villagers and a creeper. No, 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 no. Please, please, no, that's not good. I don't want that. I was kind of do or die at that point. I don't know why all of the villagers are deciding that that's what they want to do with their lives. Um, but, that's what they want to do. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and straight up start exploring because that's the plan. I did find moss, so we might farm a little bit of moss today because I do want to try and build at least an animal pen. And I kind of want to do, I know the first episode I was kind of talking about doing like, how do I explain this? I was talking about wanting to do like the moss roof with like a wood trim on it. I really want to do that still. So I want to try and do that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a lean-to roof where it's just like that and it's like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. I think what I might do is I might put the chickens in the roof. And then, obviously I'll divide cow, sheep, pig, and do all of that just so that we have some animals going. I've also been setting some sugarcane growing. That way we can get a, whatever it's called, a enchantment table. I have not crafted an enchantment table yet, but I have more than enough obsidian because I've been finding ruined portals and just kind of mining the obsidian out of them. It's kind of what I've been wanting to do. Bonk. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. So we're just gonna be chilling. I don't expect to really find anything in this biome, but I'm hoping there's going to be more past this way. Because I don't really feel like going through there yet. And I don't want to go back that way. What? I got lost. Is that the direction I was just going? No, that's... Okay, so I'm going this direction. And then that's the direction that I went previously. So whoa. That could be a cool cave. I'm not going to go for a cave. I'm not looking to cave today. It's not really like there's an issue with that. It's not like there's anything crazy in the caves. This ain't Cave Dweller, no shit like that. But yeah, caves are there, so they exist, and we can go for them. I do want to try and get in touch with Locke. I want to try and do some recordings with him at some point. Because, like, I have ideas. And I don't know how well they'll do with him. Especially now that some of his equipment is worse. Like, his mic downgraded. He used to have a Blue Yeti Snowball, and now he's got cheap Walmart mic. Oh, witch hut. That's cool. Maybe we make a witch farm at some point. Get a black cat, something like that. But for now, I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I do wanna do a couple of recordings with Locke and just see like, hey, yo, let's do these. See how it goes. Especially since we don't really need to pay for servers, because we can just use like Essential or something like that to multiplayer. Hopefully it'll work, but who knows? I haven't fully tested anything. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. we'll see what happens with that. But if we do that, I don't think I'm going to stream it. I do think that I would make videos on that, like actual videos, not just streams, which would be nice. But, you know, obviously that remains to be seen. Oh, hey, another room portal. I'm not going to mind the obsidian because I have almost, like, 3/4 of a stack. I mean, I know I'm going to use a fair amount, but I'm not going to need that much obsidian right now. I'm not looking to beat the game. I also probably should make diamond armor soon, but, don't really need it right now. I want to try and get as much use out of this iron armor that I can, and then I'll switch to diamond, and I'll make sure that I enchant it. That's kind of the idea. But yeah, let's grab this gold. I want to grab gold. Because I do want to try and, excuse me, I do want to try and work on golden carrots. And I know I can use villagers for that, which I probably will eventually. But, you know, it's not like I'm going to use gold for much else. So, no mods have changed. You know, I was thinking about adding a couple, and I just didn't. I just don't really feel like adding much to this pack. Damn. I mean, I guess we can take a quick detour. It can't hurt. It can hurt. It definitely can hurt. Ow. That was not the plan. The plan was not to take fall damage. The plan was to catch myself in the cobweb, but I failed pretty bad. Also, ow, my liver. Bow. Ow, why'd you hit me, bruh? Just looking for loot, cuz give me a chest. Literally, I'll loot like one chest and then I'll leave. It's probably not even gonna have good loot. Nothing there. Dead. Man, this goes down. And apparently it also goes on fire. Well, there's a chest, so let's go ahead and name tag, some coal, a piece of bread. Nothing too crazy. Just gonna keep the bones. Yeah, I will grab some of this gold though. Because I do want to just start getting more gold. Hopefully maybe we find a mesa or something. That would be nice. Okay, that happened. Let's just get out of this cave, honestly. We'll just, like, look really quickly. Yeah, it's not really worth it. I think we can get out of here for now. Not that we'll ever come back, but, like, you know. At least I don't think we'll come back. I don't have any plans to. Oh, it's raining. It's not just night, it's raining. Love that. I don't even remember what direction I was going, if I'm being honest, which is not good. But, you know, I'll probably stream for, like, maybe an hour or two. I'm not planning to make this one too long, too crazy. Just playing a little bit of Minecraft in the free time. Didn't want to play too much while streaming this world, in case I decided to stream it again, you know, so... Okay, which way was I going? I don't know. I'm gonna assume I wasn't going this way. I mean, I'll know if I'm going away from 0, 0, which it looks like I am. Looks like there's a jungle there. That's cool. I did get a couple of smithing trims, like armor trims, like the templates, but I don't know if I'm going to use them anytime soon. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to build the what's it called? I don't know if I'm going to build the animal farm just yet, but I mean, no, I don't know. I want to at least try and get an idea for it. Ooh, cherry grove. I actually might grab a couple saplings while I'm up there. And that's a really odd cave. Like, the land generation there is pretty weird. I wonder if we can get a music disc here. No, we cannot. We cannot get a music disc because I am shit at the game. Yeah, I'll probably just grab like one cherry sapling so that I have it. I don't really need much of the wood. Just the sapling. A single sapling will do. Excuse me. And I think maybe we'll probably go for, is there another skeleton anywhere near? No, let's get the gunpowder. Or not. Just explode again. That doesn't bother me. Yeah, I have a feeling by the end of the stream I will be needing diamond armor. Just because, like, this other armor will probably be breaking. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. Where did you come from? Oh, that's bad. Why are there so many fucking mobs? Oh, there's a rune portal there. Maybe I'll turn around and go for that. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck? Really? It just hits the creeper? Why? What the fuck? 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 Why are there so many fucking mobs? What the fuck is going on? Really? That's the fourth fucking baby zombie. Oh, of course it's a one-shot, so all of that was for nothing. Fucking hurt, dude. Apparently I just get butt-fucked all day, every day if I go to a cherry grove. Jesus Christ, dude. What? Why? Why? I literally had to fall back and more mobs are spawning. I love when that happens. Get out of here, fucker. Finally, holy shit, dude. Give me a break. I'm literally not getting a break. Why do you have a shovel? Dude, the difficulty multiplier cannot be that high. All I wanted, Jesus Christ. Fuck you, I'm going to get this fucking ruin portal and then I'm going to the fucking acacia. The savannah. Off. Why are there so many mobs? Actually. I swear to God, if I hear a phantom, I'm gonna cry. What is the difficulty multiplier? 1.78? That's not even that bad. Bro. Chill. Cuz, chill. I wanna get non-stop butt fucked, bro. Can you not? I don't want to deal with you. Ooh, free spinning. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Literally, fuck right off. I just took such a fucking beating from that. Holy shit, dude. I don't even know how much shit I just fucking killed. That's a lava pool, not a village, unfortunately. Oh my god, another fucking baby zombie. Jesus Christ, dude. That's the 5th one tonight. Go away. I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm not like them. Don't call Kendrick. Don't call Kendrick. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything. Go touch your iPad or something. I don't know. Okay, I don't see why you exploded. I was pretty far, but okay. Really? Had my shield up that time. Jesus Christ. Sometimes this game pisses me off. Throw out the arrows. There. And then let's go and loot this rune portal, and then we'll probably hang right. Daytime? Finally. Actually, insane. Generational insanity, bro. Shit is crazy. But, you know what? At least we've got a fair amount. Fuck you, bitch. At least we got a fair amount of, words. A fair amount of gold. I was like, what the fuck am I trying to say? Just spit it out. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't touching me. Them gnarly ass hands of yours. Just looking for a fucking village, maybe a desert that would lead to a mesa. I would mine out part of a mesa for the gold. I'd do it. Please don't want to hear the fucking rain. I don't know. Am I like the only person that just doesn't love the rain sounds in Minecraft? Like, just don't love it. See, like, it's nice and peaceful now. Not when I'm by the water, I'm just hearing like white noise. I don't really care for white noise. Like, I fall asleep to like YouTube videos and shit like that. Like, I'll just fall asleep while I'm watching the YouTube video. And when I was out of the country, I didn't have access to YouTube really. So my only option was music, right? So I downloaded a bunch of music before we left the country. I had about 600 or 700 songs that I had downloaded. And I I was listening to them while I slept. Now, it's not like I was downloading Imagine Dragons, right? I was downloading, you know, fucking metal music. So I was asleep, and while I'm asleep, there's just like the heaviest music you can think of. Like there was some Knocked Loose on there, and I know that shit probably came on while I was asleep. Like somehow it didn't wake me up, but like it was still really goofy. Oh great, back to hearing the rain. Oh my ankles. Oh, I thought that back down there, the diagram. I thought that was a word spawner. Yeah. Dungeon. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not tired. I got a decent amount of sleep. You know, the past few nights, I've really been considering pulling like an all-nighter or something. Because like, I want to try and reset my sleep schedule. Because I'm not tired at 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm tired at like 4 in the morning. And there have been multiple days recently where I've gone to bed at like 5 or 6 a.m. And I really don't need to be doing that. Like, I can see the circles under my eyes right now, which I don't hate them. I don't hate having the circles under my eyes, but it's not cool. You know? Oh, I forgot these guys existed. Was good. Little guys are cool. But I'm not seeing a village. I think we'll probably have to just go through here. It's unfortunate that this war motion didn't really lead anywhere. Oh, my ankles again. Maybe we'll just follow the war motion. That might bring us to like a better biome for all of that shit. That's the hope. Ooh, ruined portal. Just missed this shit. Okay, I'll take a gap. Oh, heard it. See, I knew there was a gold block. Alright. And we continue. Looks like there's a shipwreck over there. I'll probably head towards that. Maybe we can get another buried treasure. I found one. I don't know if I mentioned this. I found a buried treasure while I was out looking and exploring. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's worse, the yawning or the hiccups, because like my rib is still hurting, and this hurts like a bitch. Both of them hurt, so. Coal. Everything else I'm not too worried about. I can get moss with bone meal, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I guess we just continue this way. Hope that we come on the map. Maybe that's it up there. Like that beach over there. Ooh, Dark Oak Forest. I mean, that's like the opposite of what I was looking for, but it is cool. Maybe we find a woodland mansion, get some totems. Be nice. Although I'd still probably use the shield. I don't feel like having totems is worth it when you're in iron. I feel like a shield is much, much better. Okay, so we are getting close. So it's like that sand. Yeah, it's that sanding. That's what I thought. Okay. See, I was right, chat. will probably make like a large loop or something. Alright, so it's this. Can I see it from here? No, but I might be able to reveal it like this. I was in fact not able to reveal it like that. Let's just do the trick. 7, 9, 9. So it's right here. New iron sword, some diamonds. TNT. I'll grab the fish. I think the fish will be nice. I don't think I need a second heart of the sea, but I'll grab it just for shits and giggles, you know. And I'm just gonna cover it back up because I'm not too worried about it. Probably can get rid of that too, but you know, inventory's starting to fill up. I wonder if we can find a pale garden. That would be nice. A pale garden would be very nice. I would use that wood. I mean, we've found a lot of the different wood types. I think we're missing the nether woods and pale oak. Those are the two that we're missing that I can remember. Because we've got oak, birch, spruce, acacia, jungle, dark oak. Is that a desert? I wonder if that's a desert. That would be nice if it was. Cherry, we got cherry. But yeah, just no dark oak, or no pale oak, which slightly surprised that, I mean, I'm not surprised I haven't found one. I'm just surprised at how small the dark oak biome was. Normally dark oak biomes are relatively like sizable, so it was a bit of a surprise. I hope this isn't like a really small continent. Oh, but there is a village. That means free shit. And hopefully that's a smoker house. I was hoping more so for a blast furnace house. Because like this, well, nice. I was able to craft those easier. Blast furnaces are expensive, so I didn't want to. I don't want to craft them. I'd rather spend more of my food going out looking for them than I would spending the stone, iron, coal, and all of that trying to get them on my own. Excuse me. Again, I'm for some reason yawning like a motherfucker. But yeah, I'm gonna grab as much of this as I can because still running out of food, and I would like to not run out of food personally. Personally, running out of food is not good. Oh shit, there's a blacksmith. Okay. Get all of this. Place the helmet, I guess. You know, I'm pretty sure I replaced some of my other armor earlier, which makes it even crazier how much damage I've taken. Damn. It's a lot of zombies. Is there like a dungeon down here? Oh my god, there is. Density 4 is pretty good. I'm actually going to take that. I don't know if I'm going to get a mace, but that would be cool to have. Got cat. I don't remember. I have other side. I don't have cat. Free bucket. I'll take it. I'll leave the string. Cool. I don't really want to sleep because, like, the more that I sleep, I don't have, like, a, what's it called? I don't have a spawn point after that, and I don't want a death reset. I'm trying to avoid death resetting. But I also don't want to reset my spawn. I think I'll keep going straight for now. Shit, pillager outpost, okay. It's not bad. Ow! Ow! Looks like there's another rune portal over there. I think... Let's go rune portal first. And then we go over to the pillager outpost. Because I'm more likely to have the loot that's here than I am there. So I would most likely save inventory. Going careful. Where are you? There you are. Hey, that kind of hurt. Didn't even get the trident. Bruh. That's so unfortunate, dude. Yeah, I didn't get it. Fuck. That's actually so unfortunate. You get items so much like stuff like ooh, golden carrots. That's good. You get so much shit. 50. Let's go 45. Unfortunate that I don't have enough for that. But yeah, you get so much frickin' I'm gonna actually eat on this food for a little bit. I'm trying to remember what it's called. So many more like item drops, like swords, tools, bows, things like that. You get so much more of that from Bedrock than you do in Java, which is kind of annoying. Like I there's ups and downs to both, right? Java, it makes the stuff more exclusive, and it doesn't fill up your inventory or storage. Whereas in Bedrock, it's just easier to get, you know? I wonder if that's just because the mobs feel like they spawn more in Bedrock sometimes than they do in Java. Or at least they spawn clustered more. Like, Java, I never really see the mobs, like, spawn in groups of 3 or 4 like I do in Bedrock. Like, they'll spawn in the exact same block in Bedrock, and that doesn't happen in Java. They, like, spawn a little bit more randomly, spread out, which makes it a bit more difficult to defend yourself. Fighting isn't too much more difficult, but, like, defense is, for sure. Because you've got mobs coming from all angles. Alright. Let's loot this thing. Okay, how am I going to do this? No. I don't consent to that. I have cobblestone. What do I have cobblestone from? Mining. That's right. Nothing really worth it. Okay, we're gonna dip for that village. Run! I'm not worried about getting Bad Omen. I always forget that you can't get Bad Omen from just straight killing the pillagers anymore, which is kind of weird to think about. Like, it was such a relatively new feature, and they changed it so quickly. Like, I understand why they got rid of... Oh, please don't tell me a zombie horde spawned. Oh, God, a zombie horde spawned! Fuck. Hey, Iron Golem. Why are you attacking that skeleton and taking so much damage from it? Please attack all of the zombies that are over there. Thank you. I'm gonna grab this while you're at it. And honestly, all of this wheat too, because that's a spider. And we're gonna... Ow, that hurted. Okay, we are safe once again for now. Also, ow. I'll go back for that in a little bit. Throw. I heard that little I can't say that on stream. Heard that little bitch. Honestly, I'm not even gonna go down there for that stuff. It's not worth it. I will loot your house though. Free bread. Free bread is free, and that makes it good. Oh shit, there's another village right up there. I'll probably run there next. Running these guys' pockets dry. Drier than a porn star's pussy when it's not oiled up for the shoot. Okay, almost daytime. Anything I can throw out? Not really, but I'll probably get away with it soon. I have iron on me, so I can always craft iron ingots if I can find like a crafting table. Let's look for it at the next village. Looks like there's more cherry, which is cool. Not that it's gonna do much, but you know. Seems like there's a river. Means I have to... See, I don't mind the cave update and all the new terrain generation, but Minecraft has gotten so much more vertical, and that makes exploring so much harder. Like, I remember when I was younger, so one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft is explore. And so what I would do, honestly, I would roam through a Minecraft world for at least like 2 or 3 hours for the most part before I would find a home, you know. And most of the time I'd only make a home because I was truly running out of inventory space. Like, I had too many good things that I couldn't, you know, drop. And so I used to be able to get through like 3,000-4,000 blocks every Minecraft day. Ever since the cave update, right? Ever since 1.18, I have not been able to go, like, if I'm lucky, if I'm really, really lucky, I will hit 3,000 blocks a day. Okay, I need to get rid of something. I need to craft. This is a crafting table. Okay, we're no longer going to pick up iron nuggets. And I'm probably going to leave that cobblestone on the floor. Hello, villagers. You're stupid. I'm going to kill you. I feel like killing you. Goodbye. Oh, another idiot. I'm going to kill you too. Goodbye. I'm leaving this village now. Will I come back? Maybe. I highly doubt it, though. You have nothing of value. Damn. This is a nice little cave area. Or not cavern. This is just a fucking trench, dude. This is a chasm if I have ever seen one. Goofy ass shit, dude. But yeah, at the very latest, I'll stream till about 8. Just because, like, I do need to go pick up my pizza. I ordered a pizza. It's going to be ready at 8. So I got to pick it up at 8. I'll probably leave it like 7:48. I'll probably end the stream at 45 if I go that late. I'm yawning so much, though, that I might not. I don't know what to tell you, chat. Ow. You know what I should do? I should just chug a soda and see if that helps. Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit. It's not... I've kind of warmed up to the Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit, but I still don't think it's their best flavor. I thought I saw a pink sheep for a second. Sorry, my ribs starting to hurt. Ow. Love when that happens. I just blue strained on my mic. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible streamer, if I'm being honest. Hi, Tornado. Okay, let's see. Anything better? Ooh, maybe we can find spruce villages. They're not great for, like, hay and shit like that, but they are great for blast furnace. And that is something that I do need, is a blast furnace. To specify, I need 2 more. The goal is to not die, but the goal is to roam until I can get those 2 blast furnace. Holy shit, that almost killed me. That would have been bad. That would have been embarrassing. Personally, I think I might have quit YouTube. But it's okay. I've got more than enough food, and it'll last me long enough. Ow. I'm kind of surprised I didn't find another taiga village. Like, I found one when I was playing off stream, but, like, it was really small. You know, a lot of people's least favorite village is the taiga village, but I think for early game, taiga villages are some of the best. I think personally my least favorite are probably the tundra village. Just because there's like, you get a lot of furnace, but that's about it. Ow. Also noticing an aftertaste with this dragon fruit one. Not a great aftertaste if I'm being honest. No village, no village. Okay. What the fuck is that? Is that a portal? Oh, it's a shipwreck. I was like, huh? If I need to get rid of anything, I'll get rid of the Heart of the Sea. I've already got one. I'm not too worried about it. It's not like I'm going to make a conduit anytime soon. Who in their right fucking mind makes a conduit nowadays? Like, unless you're working on clearing out a ocean monument, like, why would you need that? Why did I just hear somebody running up behind me? 'Cause we were under the water. Ooh, armor trims. Am I gonna take... Ooh, I do want the books, though. I'm gonna drop the bow. And I'm gonna drop this Heart of the Sea. That way I have the books. Don't need the carrots. Honestly, leather armor, not worth. But let's see what we got with this treasure map real quick. Because we'll throw this out soon. What direction are we facing? We are facing west. So we are going the correct direction. What is north? That's north, right? Yeah, that's north. So it'll be that way. Okay. We're probably we're probably relatively close to it, I would say. So yeah, we just keep going this way. I bet you anything. You know what, let me just crank my render distance real quick. That was laggy. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it'll just be like right up there. And I'm going to crank that down again. There we go. See, this is how you play Minecraft. You play it smart. Is that a Mega Taiga? No. Looks like we're getting close. I wonder if it's just like... No, it's got to be right on the coast here. There's no way it's not. Another shipwreck there. I'm probably not going to go for it right now. It's not... Listen, shipwrecks are good, but I don't always want to go for them, dude. Sometimes they're just, like, so far, and you have to detour. This is odd. Alright, 9. So it's that block. Okay, let me breathe. Throw that out, and down. Yeah, I bet you anything it's here, because, like... Oh, shit. Was I wrong? Okay, I was right. But I was off by a block. Okay, I'm gonna get more oxygen before I loot this thing. I'm also gonna try and get peak regen. Okay, food, gold, iron, TNT. Not gonna take the heart of the sea. Okay, cool, we looted it. Alright, let's try and find a village. Get ourselves some blast furnace for our base. Then we can probably... I don't know if we'll have enough to craft the books that I need, because I don't have a lot of bookshelves. Or I don't have any bookshelves. I don't have a lot of books. I don't have a lot of leather. I'll have more than enough sugarcane, but I am kind of lacking on leather. I should be killing cows, but honestly, right now, I don't want to. Like, that just fills up my inventory more. I'm like, I know I have an extra space now, but my inventory is still very, very full, and I don't want it to be very, like, I don't want it to be completely full. I do want to have the ability to get bigger and better loot if I have the ability to do so. So, you know, that's kind of the plan, the idea. So, I did end up watching Locke's Tornado Survival series, and he posted episode 4. I haven't watched it yet. It's not bad. I think right now, I think it's a bit boring. I don't think he's done a lot in it. And that's part of why I don't love weather mods like that, because I feel like if you play with just the weather mod, all that happens is your base gets destroyed a bunch and you, like, you're just poor. You're basically playing Minecraft, but you're poor in those. So that's why I don't love weather mods. I have one mod pack that I play that I created myself, and it's like a zombie apocalypse one. And I put the weather mod in there, but it's also not the focus. Now, the weather mod's powerful enough that I don't feel like I can build a good house, and I had to reinforce my base just so that it wouldn't get destroyed, because it was. And considering there are no animals that I've been able to find in the world, the only way that I can actually get, like, food is via crops, and my crops are getting yanked up by the weather. So, like, I get screwed over. Through my base, might I add. But, I mean, stuff happens. Ooh, that's a cool shipwreck. I'll go see that one. The full shipwrecks, ow! The full shipwrecks are honestly worth it because, like, you know you're getting them on. Near the weather mod. Yeah, tornado-proof bases are not easy. Like, I almost wonder if, like, even security craft, because I'm pretty sure I put security cameras in that mod pack that I was talking about. And I'm pretty sure even those slabs, like the reinforced slabs, were getting picked up by the tornado. And I was like, what the fuck? Literally, like, there's reasons that people use those reinforced blocks in builds because they don't take damage. But this tornado mod is so overpowered that it grabs those blocks. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, that just seems unfair to me. You know, I can always drop the lapis, too. I'm not too worried about lapis. Oh, that's not good, though. That there is actually not great. Thorn, potatoes, don't care about those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig through this one, and I don't really want to dig through this one. But, you know what? Fuck it. Because digging is not a problem once I'm here. Books. And put away this, grab that, go like that, and what do we got? Back this way. Do I have my boat? Yeah, I have my boat. I just haven't put it down. Let's go for it. Gotta be close to it. Yeah. Then we gotta go south, which is this way. Should be right along the coast here. I knew that creeper was there. I'll just honestly have the creeper blow up. Hey, you, come here. Do me a favor. Explode. Yeah, like, you've got to have some blocks that can be safe. You know, you can't, especially if you've got other mods, like, you can't just have every block get destroyed by a tornado, because that's just unfair. You know, so, I'm not going to grab the water breathing, I don't think. I'm also going to drop off this. Enderman. Ow! My ass! Actually, this is a great opportunity to get another music disc. No, bro, that's fucked up. Okay. Well, so much for that. But yeah, no, like, I just don't love weather mods that much, personally. Like, props to people that do, and Locke is somebody that really, really likes the weather. Like, he loves talking about the weather, all of that kind of stuff. So, like, it is totally up his alley to play that mod pack. It's just mid to me, personally, because of the reasons that I've stated. But I'm sure he's having a little, like, even he was like, this is not the most fun I've had playing Minecraft, you know? Like, if you're just, like, I also think a lot of them have a higher rate of, like, bad storms. Because let's be honest, that higher rate of storms is what people want to see. They want to download that. But I would prefer to have less of those, or like being able to combine it with like a seasons mod, so that like in the summer you're more likely to get hurricanes, in the spring you're more likely to get tornadoes, like depending on the biome that you're in and all of this kind of stuff. You know, I think that would be way better than just get fucked tornadoes. You know, like, what? Hello? Did somebody knock on my door? Am I retarded? Sorry, I can't say that on stream. My bad. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. And by might, I mean am. Looks like there's an igloo there. It's not a village, though. Yeah, no, like, even he is not having the most fun because of that same reasoning. Like, I think if you're gonna have a weather mod, you're gonna have to go into the mod config folder and lower some of the rates of this shit. Because, like, it's so just high that it's not fun, you know? The rates have to be relatively balanced, and the mod does not have that as a start off. So, that's not good. That's bad. That's actually really bad. Hello, zombie. Please don't. Please don't. No. Why are you like this? Zombie's gonna get me freaking killed. No, go in the powder. You did what I wanted to do to you. I punched that to death. I did not wish to punch it to death. I wished to do the opposite of that, actually. I wanted to drown it to death. Is the opposite of drowning punching? No, I would think the opposite of drowning would be burning. Or maybe like scalding, which is essentially burning but wet. Or you could say boiling. No, that's just lava. This looks like it's a giant-ass fucking cave. I want to see what this looks like, because if there's an ancient city down there, fuck, I might have a problem, because I don't have the bundle, and I cannot enable the bundle. If anything, I can just throw this out. I can throw these two out. I can throw the bones out. I can probably throw the name tag. The cherry sapling. You know, things like that I can obviously throw out. Because, like, notch apples? Hello? Thank you. Who doesn't want notch apples? People that are poor, that's who. I am poor, but that's besides the point. I don't think we'll be able to see into a deep dark. No. And I don't like the sound that I heard behind me, because it sounded like something was about to push me off, which I probably would have cried. I think it was just the fox, though. Meow. Me when I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yo, peep the driving skills, chat. Plug. Cool as shit, cuz, like, come on. Drive better than anybody I've ever seen, bro. Actually, ooh. Mega Taiga. And was that a cave? Yeah, I think that was a cave. Mega Taiga can lead to small Taiga, which can meet... Did I say meet or mean? Or lead? I was trying to say lead, I think. Which can lead to a village. because I have a feeling phantoms are going to spawn today, and that is very unfortunate. In a Minecraft hardcore world that I was playing recently, just felt like playing through the game in hardcore once. I didn't want to stream it, I just kind of played it for fun. Because I do play, like, games in my free time. Like, I don't play a lot of new games in my free time most of the time. But I do play games in my free time. Minecraft being one of the ones that I play more often in my free time. That and Fortnite, but I also play those with friends. I'm talking, like, solo gaming. But yeah, no, I was playing through some hardcore Minecraft, right? Made a big ass fucking farm, you know, kind of did the basic thing of trading with villagers and all of that, but like, I didn't really care. Like, it's not like I was too pressed about like playing the game the meta way, you know, the scummy way, and I wasn't trying to speed run. Honestly, it took me like 2 or 3 days to beat the game. And not in-game days. I'm talking like real-life days. I probably put in 50 or 60 in-game days just to beat it. Like, right now, we're on day 24. So we'd be like a quarter through 100 days right now. And we've done a fair amount. I mean, we've got a house. We've got iron armor. You know, we can make diamond armor. We can make full diamond. Like, we have the ability to get full diamond right now. Enchanted diamond at that. But I would prefer fully enchanted diamond. You know, I would prefer better armor, better stuff like that, you know. When I make diamond armor, I don't normally wear it immediately unless I'm in like a PvP game mode like Sky Wars. Even then, I don't normally enchant my armor in Sky Wars. So, it's not like it matters to me. But like, oh hey, shipwreck. But like I do what am I trying to say? I can't think, chat. I'm kind of stupid. Is this the front or the back? I think this is the back. Yep, it's the back. I really don't know what I'm trying to say right now, and it's kind of bothering me. I'm not losing this entire thing. I don't care if there's a buried treasure map in there. I'm not dealing with that. That's a regular taiga. I want to go that way. I don't remember what I was trying to say, chat. My brain is, like, actually fried right now, which is really weird. I haven't done too much today. I went to Home Depot. I've been shopping at Home Depot recently more than I've been shopping at Walmart. I've had to get so much at Home Depot. Like, I've got some galvanized wire for a project that I'm doing to prank a friend. I got multiple sets of new seeds because my roommate killed all my plants. I got... What else did I get? And then today, I don't know if there was another thing that I had to get, but today I got new pots for those seeds because I was using like the red solo cups before, so basically like plastic drink cups, and those are great. Like, you can use them. They're just not amazing for the plants. I'm gonna go that way because if I can get a dark or a pale oak sapling, that would be cool. I don't mind like cheaping out and not getting like the other types of saplings, but a pale oak sapling would be nice because those are harder to get. At least like 4 of them, that way I can get a tree. I haven't seen any wandering traders either while I've been playing, so it'd be nice. And now we have gone silent. And that's a 4-block jump, I think. Yeah, that's a 4-block jump that we just did. 3 blocks plus 1 up, that's a 4-block. That's prime Pale Garden territory up there, chat. But there's not going to be one. Ah. Maybe I bump my render distance up again. And we freeze. And there we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose some frames here. Ow, and some hearts because my legs. But hopefully, at the very least, we will find a Pale Garden. Like, I think their spawn conditions, they have to be higher up. Which, that's an interesting spawn condition. But it's also, like, so much worse for, like, finding them. Like, I'm not worried about finding a mansion. It'd be nice. I wouldn't necessarily, I was gonna say fun, but that's not the right word to describe it. It would be nice to find a woodland mansion, but I highly doubt that that's gonna be the case, just because of like their spawn. Damn. Only I can prevent forest fires, and I'm not preventing shit right now. That is a jungle. But I also think Minecraft, like, they've been doing a lot more sub-biomes, it feels like, lately. Which I don't hate. I do like that they, like, I've been saying for years, Minecraft needs to add more biomes that are, like, not based in reality, that are goofy and silly and just out there, you know, like the Mushroom Islands. Oh, my rib. Oh, fuck. Like, I have been saying that for years, right? And the Pale Garden is kind of a best of both worlds, right? Because it's a forest, right? It's based on the Dark Oak Forest, which is, like, kind of a similar thing. So I don't mind that. I do think we need more, like, goofy style biomes that are, like, very different. You know, like, maybe a variation of the mushroom fields where it's just a mushroom forest with similar trees to the what's it called? To the nether woods, where it's like those big mushrooms, right? And like the big mushrooms, like it's like a cousin mushroom of the big mushroom, of these mushrooms. So we get like light gray and gray woods. That would be nice. You know, or like a glowing green mushroom or something like that. You know, it's not a very fleshed out idea, so it's not like, I don't think they necessarily would add something like that. I should be going that way. I don't know, it looks like it ends there. I was hoping, really hoping to find a Pale Garden. Yeah, they're very small biomes. I've not seen a very big one before. There's a seed that Ernst and I, we did a speedrun race, right? It was which of us can beat the game faster. And we were on the same world, right? So it's like, whatever we do, the other person can do. And we were working together for a little bit, I'll be honest. Like, we were kind of working together at some points just because of how, like, annoying some of it was. But the World Seed was, like, awesome, dude. World Seed was great. And we're like, I would totally play this world as a survival world, you know? Do some builds, stuff like that. And so we're looking through the world, right? We finished the race. I won barely. We were both in the end. And so afterwards, we go and create it. We're kind of flying around the world, seeing what it's like. And there's like 4 pale gardens within like 3,000 blocks of spawn, which is good. That's like a really high amount of pale gardens. So I'm like, yo, this is a good ass world. This was also before the spring drop. This was before, not Chase the Skies. Was it Bundles of Bravery? I don't know. Yeah, it happened off stream. Okay, it's behind me. You know, there's times that I don't stream everything, and Ernst is the one who suggested like a race in specific. Oh, it's a child. I didn't get it. Unfortunate. Yeah, no, that happened off stream. We don't really stream Ernst and I very often. Like we play games together all the time. Like all the time. Like almost every night we play games together. Recently it's been a lot of Fortnite because of Blitz. And every once in a while I'll stream it. But I also don't want to force people to stream with me. Like I think about this a lot, right? Because I used to stream literally every day, and so if you were playing a game with me, I was probably streaming. And you know, after a while, I kind of realized that I didn't want to use my friends for content. Like I use them for content. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want that to be the entire basis of our relationship, is that I'm forcing them to be on stream every single time. For the most part nowadays, I don't stream with the guys as much. Like we have ideas, and I always pitch the ideas to them, you know, and I think Ernst and Caden have gotten a little bit more chill about streaming. Like Ernst, I don't think ever has an issue with it, mainly because like we don't act too different off stream. But you know, but at some point, because we've been talking about it, right? And at some point, we want to get the guys together and do like a bunch of professional thumbnail photos, you know, like, because ever since I cut my hair, I've been using the old thumbnail pictures that I have of myself. And they're not even great thumbnail pictures. Like, there's no good background, so it's very hard for me to cut them out. So eventually I want to use the green screen that I have, and I want to, you know, get new headshots with new facial expressions, things like that. You know, and then I'll go into Photoshop and I'll edit them all, clean them up, you know, do all of that. I might turn some of them more PNG focused, I think. I might do that, you know. So that's kind of an idea. I think one thing that I want to do, right? I do want to do a green screen at some point. I want to have a green screen behind me. That way, like, I don't mind showing off my background, right? I like that. I think it shows a lot of personality of the streamer. But, you know, I also wouldn't mind having the option to have a green screen behind me, you know? And so the issue with that right now is that there's so much space behind me that putting a green screen down is not good. If anything, putting a green screen down is bad, because like takes up space in my room, you know. So I've kind of been more hesitant to do that. I'm gonna get blown, aren't I? I'm not gonna get blown. But I've been very hesitant to put in a green screen. Yeah, Locke had a green screen, and he had like a full adapter for a green screen that he could set up. Like, he had a full rig for it. I don't have a rig. I have clips that I can put and affix them to something. So, until I can do that, and I'm not even going to use the clips. I'm probably going to poke little holes and use thumbtacks. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But, like, I don't necessarily want... I want to have it against a wall. Like, I wouldn't mind having my desk not be against a wall and have my desk be facing outwards. Or, like, just have a small room so that I could do it, you know? Like, my mic, I'm still debating switching mics, right? But think about it this way, right? I don't have amazing acoustics in here. Like, there's a lot of cloth in here. There is. Like, I've got the flags on the ceilings, I've got curtains, I've got carpet, and I've got the bed. I've got soundproofing right next to my mic. But, you know, most of this room is not acoustically amazing. And before I did the record wall, I was debating going on Temu and getting, like, a bunch of soundproofing, like wall soundproofing. And I almost did it. I didn't because it was kind of expensive. Like, that shit's expensive. Even on Temu, like, a bunch of it was $36 on Temu. And that's a lot for Temu. So, like, it was really difficult trying to figure out, like, how I wanted to do that. And I'm still thinking about getting it and putting it there. That way my voice doesn't hit that and then reverb. But, I don't know. I haven't fully decided. Plus, I've always kind of liked the look of the soundproofing in a room, like, as a full wall. But, I don't know. Because, like, I do like having the records down. But I feel like that is more of a bedroom, just general decoration thing rather than streaming room. You know, like, I do enjoy having stuff like that up. I just haven't fully figured it out. I do need to figure out what softwares I need to install and, like, how I can better set up the acoustics on my mic itself, not just the room. And that's something I definitely need to do and need to work on. Because, like, switching my mics, I'm worried about that. Because the reason that I switched to this one in the first place, like, if I scream, right, you hear it. It sounds, like, drowned out, you know. That wasn't the case with my Blue Yeti. But my Blue Yeti kind of got the shit beat out of it, if I'm being honest. Like, that mic... I was so loud and rough with it that the mic was genuinely unable to keep up. I think the mic got really quiet at some point. And I'm debating, like, turning down the gain on my mic right now. Because this mic, I don't know. I haven't fully tested it. And I do need to test it at some point. But nobody likes hearing the sound of their own voice. Like, I don't... And it's a psychological thing, because when you're talking, right, you hear all of the bass that your voice have, all of the deep tones, right? You hear that much more than other people hear that. So your voice sounds different to you than how it sounds to somebody else, and that's not because they aren't used to the voice. It's genuinely because you hear your voice differently. You feel the vibration of your voice in your chest. They don't feel that. So it's weird, and a lot of people don't like hearing their voice for that reason because they think it sounds off. They think it sounds weird. Um, so at some point, I need to do a lot of stuff with that. I've been wanting to get a new webcam. Like, it's not that this webcam is bad. It's really not. It's a good webcam. I wouldn't mind upgrading though. You know, I at one point I have like an actual camera, like I like a genuine, like, you take pictures. It's got special lenses, all of these. I have one, right? It's in Dallas right now, but I have it, and I've been wanting to use it to record, like, just do live streams, like have that be my regular camera because it's got such a higher picture quality than the webcam that I'm using, you know, and it's not a bad webcam. It's a Logitech 1080p C920, I think. Um, so it's a good webcam, especially when I got it. It was one of the best webcams you could get at the time, and you know, it still holds up. But this other one would be really cool. The only problem with that is, like, where the fuck am I gonna put it? Like, I've been debating putting my camera on my other monitor because I don't mind the sideways look to it, especially because I have my Streamlabs over here. Like, I look over here all of the time when I really should be looking up at the camera, and I'm really bad about not looking at the camera. I'm horrible about that, if I'm being honest. But, like, I look at my Streamlabs for some reason when I'm talking, and um, like, looking at the game is different. Like, if I'm looking at the game, you know, I'm paying attention to the game, but I'm still talking to y'all, right? If I'm looking over here, I'm looking at Streamlabs, watching me play the game, you know, and I'm talking to the Streamlabs. When, if I'm trying to talk to y'all directly, I should be just looking like this, you know, and I don't do that. It's really weird, and I'm still doing it. Like, I'm looking back over to here to see that. So I'm wondering if I were to move, kind of like how I had last year when I was in Corpus, right? If I'm to look over and have my camera face this way at an angle, I'm wondering if I would like that more. Because initially I didn't love the angle from Corpus, but looking back on it, I think it was a better angle because, like, this angle's not bad, but I'm also a bit small compared to the rest of the room, you know, and I also go like this a lot. Like, if I get really into the game, I lean in. Because my chair, like, there's a decent amount of space. I'm kind of hunched over for the most part, and I shouldn't be. That's not good for me. But, like, the fact of the matter is I am hunched over playing this game. So when I get focused, I lean in. And then, you know, I cut off my face. The audio changes. And I feel like the audio would still probably change, but there'd be less cutoff, I think, if I were to lean in like this, depending on how I have it, right? Because, like, I back up too when I'm playing, especially, like, if I'm laughing or reacting, I back up. So, like, it depends, you know. I've never looked at the camera, and I think if I can get more professional about how I interact with the audience, and I don't mean professional like talking in a more sophisticated way. I mean, like, paying attention to the audience, looking at the camera lens, you know, things like that. Not, like, staying in frame. You know, I feel like those are things that I could do that could greatly enhance the stream quality. Um, you know, music, that's a big thing. I still have not invested in Epidemic Sound, even though that is something that probably would be really beneficial for me. Because right now, I've just been playing, like, some bands that I listen to on Spotify that I can get away with because they aren't copyrighted, right? But, like, actually, I want to check something real quick, because I never checked this. When I played How to Get Away with Murder on stream, I wonder... That's not the right thing, but, you know, YouTube Studio, that's what I want to look for. But I wonder if I got copyrighted by that. Holy shit. Really? Okay, I'm gonna look at something else in a minute. Let me... Jedi Survivor got copyrighted. Why? What did I play? Okay, yeah, so it doesn't affect it. It just says that the music is there. Okay, yeah, so that's what I wanted to see. However, I want to see something else. Uh, okay, so it's not today. I like when I got on YouTube Studio. I don't look at YouTube Studio anymore, right? Yeah, I do want to change back to that mic for a little bit and just see how it works. But if it's too quiet, I can't use it, right? Or else I have to turn the game down big time, or I have to turn myself up much more. So I've got to figure that out at some point. Just take a day and do that. Um, like when I went to YouTube Studio, because I don't go to YouTube Studio anymore because I don't really care about my analytics anymore. Okay. Um, I don't really look at my analytics anymore because I really don't care anymore, right? I gave up on my dream, so I have no need to look at YouTube Studio. And YouTube Studio, honestly, like, it's very detrimental to your mental because, like, why is this not performing well? You know, you see your trends and you're like, you know, I'm not growing or I'm growing slower, things like that. You know, this is not good, you know, things like that. So I just kind of stopped using YouTube Studio. I'll look at it if I need to, like to see, you know, maybe copyright claims, things like that. Um, you know, certain newer YouTube features, things like that. But I don't really use it anymore. So I got onto it just now for the first time in like, I don't know, a month. And there's a notification on it. It's like, your channel is 6 years old today. And I'm like, wait, what? And I checked my channel when this specific account was created. And it was like the 15th or 17th of July. So that was like maybe a week and a half ago, right? And I'm like, holy shit, this channel is 6 years old already? God damn. Like, I've been on YouTube longer than that. Don't get me wrong. I've been on YouTube since 2013. So I've been on almost 12 years come December. But like, I still hit it. But this channel, specifically this account, is 6 years old. Over 6 years old now, which is really, really weird to think about. Like, I've been doing this for like well over half my life. And specifically, this channel is almost 1/3 of my life. That is so weird to think about, that YouTube has genuinely been part of me for well over half my life. It's honestly freaky sometimes to think about. But, you know, that kind of stuff happens. You feel like you get old. Like, look at Captain Sparkles saying, like, his channel turned 15, I think it was, recently. So, it's really, really weird. It doesn't feel like that. Like, I'm pretty sure Locke knew me before my channel switched. I'm like 95% sure that he knew me before I switched from my old channel that got deleted, and this channel, this current one. So, you know, every once in a while, I've been thinking about doing a couple things, like restarting completely, permanently, or like keeping this channel as a stream channel and making a new channel to make videos on, you know, or like making a secret channel that I can use to test out, like making a new channel. You know, maybe I use that to like test editing, things like that, you know, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I put too much time into this channel. I remember, so there was, last time I was streaming this world, I mentioned a YouTuber, Calvin, right? Well, I used to talk to this guy on Snapchat, right? He had a Snapchat for his YouTube, and viewers would, you know, talk to him, which nowadays is seen as a pretty bad thing because, like, pedophilia and shit like that. But, like, personally, you know, it was never like that. You know, we were just kind of chilling. I was a fan. You know, I would talk to him about his videos, things like that. And, you know, excuse me, sometimes we would talk shop, you know, talk about YouTube and content creation, things like that. You know, I'm like, you know, this is how my channel is going. You know, I haven't had much growth. You know, blah, 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 blah. What can I do? You know? And he's like, start over. You know, make a new channel. And I'm like, really? That felt like a kick in the teeth almost. And I get what he's coming from, right? Channels that don't have a lot of views and that have been on the platform for a long time are much less likely to get pushed out than newer channels that have higher quality and that have been getting more views and stuff like that, right? But like, I would basically be throwing away so much work. And this was like 4 years ago now. So like, think about what it would be like now when I've got so much more work put into this channel. You know, I'm basically throwing away 6 years of work comparatively. So it is kind of weird. I want to see that. Where is Adventuring Time? Okay. It is there. So like, it is kind of weird, you know? Yeah, there's like channels that I've been thinking about. You know, I've been posting on more MDC9, but I've also not really been caring about that channel. You know, like, that channel is just an outlet for me to post goofy stuff or stuff that would probably get me canceled on this channel, you know, if I'm being honest. Especially like the content warning stuff. That shit. Because that was just me playing games with the boys, and we get, you know, pretty rowdy. Like, there's stuff that I say, words I say personally, that I don't say on stream because they're not okay. You know, which probably is a tell, you know, maybe not say those words anymore, but, you know, fuck it, we ball. But yeah, no, like, but yeah, no, I don't really do that. You know, that's what that channel is for. And even that channel, it's not performing incredibly, you know. And that's because I'm not putting work into it. I'm not advertising it, you know. I'm not doing anything to make the channel bigger. But, you know, I'm still uploading to it and doing all that. I think eventually we will, because I was talking about doing a backroom series a while back. Not a YouTube, like not a Minecraft building the backrooms, right? I was talking about playing a backrooms game and actually making that into a series, right? Well, originally that series was going to be me and Josh. And what I didn't realize is that Caden also got the game. I think there was some miscommunication about, you know, all of the guys getting it and we all play it together, you know, maybe, who knows. But what ends up happening is I'm like, yo, but I start talking about it, you know, and I'm like, oh, you have this game too? Okay. So now that means I need to change my thumbnail so that, because I have a thumbnail, I have several thumbnails for videos and stuff like that that the group are going to do and or are supposed to do and things like that, right? I have those. They exist. We just haven't made the content, you know. I don't know if they're going to be streams or videos or whatever, but we just haven't done them yet. So, point is moot until, you know, we actually make them. But, yeah, there are many Backrooms games. There's actually a video series. I needed one of these. There's actually a video series I've been looking at doing, or like a stream series that I want to do, where literally the entire premise is playing different Backrooms games. Like I have, and granted, they're not paid Backrooms games. They're all free Backrooms games. Most of them. There's a couple that are paid, but they're like the best of the best. But there are a lot of those Backrooms games that I have gotten that I want to play on stream eventually. And just do one big stream of Backrooms games and just kind of review them and kind of go through them, things like that. Like if you've seen, think like Markiplier's 3 scary games or 8-Bit Ryan's 3 random games, something like that. I mean, there would be probably more than 3 games. I would probably just do them all in like a different part series, or even like make a series just for one game each video. Who knows, right? But you know, that's just one idea I've had. I haven't put it into effect yet. This October, I do want to do a series. I wanted to do it last year, and I just never did. But I wanted to do Slender the Arrival. I think it was The Arrival. But it's a game based on the old creepypasta Slenderman. And I've had it in my Steam library for years, and I've never played it. And I want to play it because I haven't really watched a lot of videos on it. Like, I have, but I think the game has changed big time since then. So I do want to play it. I want to play it, and I want to, you know, go through all that. And I want to leave that as like an October. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I'm fucking him. Wait, pause? Pause? Oh, God. My mind. I'm waiting for like a creeper to come up behind me and just murder me. I honestly, I didn't think I was going to make it because I thought I was going to hit a snow layer. But yeah, no, like, that is a big-ass fucking tree. Goddamn. But yeah, no, like, I just haven't done... There's so many different video ideas I have. Like, so many video ideas I have. And I just haven't made them. Because either, like, I don't feel like recording, or I don't want to stream it, or I don't want to start something new. You know, and a lot of it... Let's be honest. A lot of it is just me procrastinating, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm still not doing them yet. And I think I need to start focusing more on getting through my backlog of stuff that I want to play, you know. So, but there's just a lot of stuff that I want to do with YouTube. And I'm like, some of it I would rather make videos on than streams, but like, I don't feel like recording, editing, and doing all of that, right? So I just haven't done it. So there's a lot, there's so much, and I know a lot of people know this, and I know you know this too, but like, there's so much, so much that goes into making YouTube videos that I don't think people realize, you know, just how much goes into them and making them good, you know, like, the video I was working on with Ernst, you know, we've been editing through it, and I don't love how the video's turning out, because I feel like a lot of it is just a random clip compilation of any funny thing that we say, you know, instead of like a cohesive 100 days style video. So, I don't know, I don't know if I want to keep that as 100 days, or if I want to turn it into like a series, you know, rather than just 100-day videos. That would also like help us figure out what we want to do each video. Like, oh, there's this, we can put it into series and put it into parts and things like that. So I don't know. But you know, who knows? Obviously, that's not a right now me problem. That is a somebody else me problem. Holy fuck, I am really far out. I am much further out than I thought I was. How the fuck am I gonna get home? Because I'm not gonna get home by the time that I end stream, because that's like 10-15 minutes from now. Goddamn. But yeah, no, like, I don't know, motivation for YouTube, especially making videos and not streaming, is so just, ugh. Because, like, when I'm streaming, I do feel like people are actively watching, you know, I have an audience that I can talk to directly, and that's part of what I like more about streaming, and I know I said this the other day, too, but, like, I do feel like I like that more than making videos. Go away, child. Like, I do feel like that's a big part of it, is motivation to actually make the video. I also feel like YouTube, it's changed. Like, any platform is going to do this, but YouTube has changed big time in the last 10 years, you know? And now it has become more of a corporate environment where people are actively using it as a job rather than just like having fun, you know, making videos. That's the type of village that I've been looking for. Hopefully it'll give me what I need. But like, it's become much more corporatized, more a job, right? And people are starting to appreciate different kinds of content, you know, much more focus on the quality and the editing of content rather than the quantity and how much you can upload. Although quantity does play a large role in making videos, right? It does play a large role. But quantity has been the big thing, or quality has been the big thing recently. You know, high editing style, fast paced, keeping it interesting, you know. And not everybody has the personality for that. Like, I don't feel like I have the personality totally down yet. And I also don't want to be like basic YouTuber personality, you know. There was a time where I was like that, right? Where I was more focused about the content and getting popular rather than making videos that I really enjoyed. And while I did enjoy everything I made, don't get me wrong, it's not the same, you know. It's not the same as if you're streaming because you want to. And I stream because it's honestly easier to live stream than it is to than it is easier to apparently. No, but then it's easier than you know, making videos, because now with videos you have to get the idea, you know, you have to edit and record, make sure that you're saying all the right things, because in a lot of these videos you don't get multiple takes. Like, if I'm doing a video, like, this is part of why the Ebony King's Return video didn't happen, was because I had to do it so many different times that it just was no longer fun. It was no longer interesting. My reactions were not genuine. So the content fell flat for me. And so I didn't make the video. So there's a lot. There really, really, really is a lot that goes into making videos. And there is a lot into actually making the video itself. You know, it's a big thing with YouTube. I know that my content is not the best. I want it to be. I know it's not as good as I can make it either. And that's on me too. You know, like, I'm the only person that can make my content better. You know, I can have Josh on stream and people will love it. I can have Kaden on stream, people will love it. But if they're watching for them and not me, you know, that's an issue, right? You know, they don't have the same love for YouTube and making videos that I have. That's not what their life is about, you know. Well, we all have dreams, you know, and we all have things that we want to do with our lives. You know, my life isn't just YouTube. Neither is Josh's, neither is Caden's, neither is Ernst's, right? We make YouTube videos and make stuff like that for fun. But right now, that's what it is. And I can't support my life on YouTube right now. I don't make any money from YouTube. I've never made money from YouTube. Like, I've never gotten donations. I've never gotten money from it. No ad revenue, nothing. I've been doing this on my own, you know. And every once in a while, I'll think about what my dad was saying, right? He was being much more realistic about it. Like he was with my brother and my brother's football dream, who is not a football player, I should add. He is a carpet salesman. He was like, until you hit 1,000 subscribers, you are not a YouTuber. You know, you are not, I will not see you as a YouTuber, as somebody who is making it. And I see what he was saying now, you know, because I don't make money from it. It's not my job, you know. And while some will say, like, yeah, that was pretty shitty of him to say, it was brutal. But it was honest. It was brutally honest. And there's a level of respect I have for that. And eventually he kind of warmed up to it a little bit more to try and help me achieve that dream. A lot of my equipment is straight from him and other family for gifts, basically saying, go on, do it. Do what you can do. You know, and it's not about the equipment. The equipment does not make the YouTuber. The equipment helps. But, like, equipment does not necessarily make the YouTuber. You know, so that's a big part of it. And I don't want to hit that 1,000 subscribers and be like, ha, proved you wrong, Dad, fuck you. You know, that's not necessarily the point, although that would be great. Sticking it to the man, you know, especially with the type of music I listen to. But, like, that's just not what it is. That's not YouTube, you know, that's not how it works. I would love the chance to be monetized. I don't think I'm going to make much money. Locke doesn't make much money, and he's got 6,000 subscribers. Which, by the way, congratulations. I remember when he didn't even have 3,000. Now he's over triple that. He's more or less getting close to triple what he was when I met him. You know, which is really cool. You know, big congrats. So, but yeah, no, like, he doesn't even make a lot of money. He makes maybe $3 to $4 a month, and that was years ago. Who knows how much he makes now? I bet you anything he makes like half of that right now, just because he doesn't get a lot of watch time, especially with all of the shorts he's been doing. Like, he gets views, but he doesn't get a lot of watch time, you know. I'm wondering what his metrics are for these newest videos that he's been doing. Because, like, you can see the view curve go down, right? You can see how many views each video is getting, and you can see that that's going down. But, like, the watch time, I wonder what the watch time looks like. The watch through ratio, you know, how long the people watch the video. The click ratio, I wonder what those are like. Compared to what he was getting when he was younger and doing other types of content. Like, I think part of what got Locke so big on YouTube comparatively was the fact that people were able to join him and interact, and people love that. That's part of why I like continued to watch him, you know, is because I got to play with him. And I'll be honest, I was using it as a way to try and make myself larger on YouTube, you know. And was that the right thing to do? Probably not. But over time, Locke and I genuinely became friends, and, you know, that's how that went. You know, we became friends. We don't talk as much anymore, like I've said, but, like, we're friends. You know, I still wish that we would talk more, and I think that's part of both of us' fault, you know, not reaching out and doing whatever. But, ow. But yeah, no, like, I was using his stuff for my own personal gain, and that wasn't right, you know. I think if we're YouTuber friends and we're making content together, I think that's different. But I was always featuring on his channel, and he wasn't featuring really on mine. So, you know, that's kind of how that was going, you know. And that's part of why I want to try and bring him on the channel again, because, you know, he would be a decent boost to hopefully get from his viewers. However, that's not the reason anymore that I want him on there. You know, I want him on there because I do want to make content with him again. I do want to play Minecraft and play games with him again, just to hang out with him, really. So, you know, there's a lot that I've been wanting to do with YouTube, and I just haven't done that, you know, and I can't do that without just saying, fuck it, you know, pulling the plug, actually doing it, actually putting in the work, putting in the time, the dedication to it. I don't do that. I pretty much don't do that with anything in my life. You know, I've got so many different projects, so many different things in my life that I've worked to do, but I don't put 100% into it. I really don't put 100% into anything. And you know what? If I were to put 100% into everything that I do, I probably would have made it by now. I probably would have been a larger YouTuber. I probably would have, you know, had a music career and actually have a band. You know, I might have done better in school when I was in high school and middle school and all this. Maybe I would have done better with college and all of this, all of that. Um, like, there's so much that I think I could do if I were to actually, put myself into it. And I don't. I think part of that is not necessarily my fault entirely, but at some point, part of it is. Like we've been yelling at Josh, not yelling, but like we've been egging Josh on to do something with his life, and the only person we can tell him as much as we want, and I can say as much shit as I want right now about me being like actually going out and doing stuff, but like until I actually do it, it's a moot point. Like I'm not the one I am the only person who can make that decision for me. And Josh is the only person that can make that decision for himself. So it's a huge thing to deal with stuff like that. I think, and the thing is, I had so much time recently to put into YouTube and to make that the best that I can. And I didn't do that. I didn't stream very much. I didn't make any videos, that's for damn sure. Like, I mean, I worked on videos, but I never finished them. And they still weren't decent videos because I wasn't putting 100% in them. I was kind of half-assing them. So, all in all, what I've been doing just wasn't it, But that's kind of whatever. Like I said, I'm the only person that can change that. Eventually I will. I think I'm going to get to that village and then I'm going to stop. Because I do need to go pick up my food. Because it'll be ready in about 10 minutes. And I don't want it sitting in the portal. So, I'll get to that. I'll start go ahead and ending out. Just to save a little bit of time. But, it's been nice having a pretty serious conversation, and I feel like maybe it got a bit serious, but whatever. And I'm glad that I'm able to keep people entertained, and I'm glad I'm able to keep you entertained, Tornado. That's great. I love hearing stuff like that. Things like that mean the world to streamers, and I don't think viewers realize that, But, anyways, I'm probably going to start ending off the stream here. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. I know that everybody here is already liked and subscribed and all of that. However, if somebody were to watch this entire stream, highly doubt that, but, if somebody were to do so, props to you for doing that. Also, please subscribe. All the liking, all of that. Do whatever you can to share this video with everybody you see, because that's really the biggest thing that you can do, is to share that stuff. So, it'll be pretty cool, pretty nice of you. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys at some other point. Catch you later, guys. Bye.